I had to learn philosophies on defense and learn how the team functions, how the different players, how they play when they're on the floor. So I picked up on some stuff today, but it's going to be a process.
How much can you cram in and how long? An hour or two?
You cram in so much, but I picked up some stuff, though. I've caught on pretty quick. Not to say I'm perfect or I can run as fluent as the other guys who've been out here for a while now, but I picked up on some stuff.
What's the biggest thing you picked up?
The offense. Definitely the biggest thing I probably picked up on is the offense, the different play calls, the different terminology that the coaches use here. It's a little different from where I came from, but picking up on it pretty well.
The coach said that, Byron said that he's noticed that you're a good communicator on defense, that you talk a lot, and then that's a positive. How do you know what I'm talking about as far as explain to me what it is that he's talking about. What is it that you do defensively with communication?
Just calling out plays. We're the back line of defense is big man. 4 or 5, we see everything on the floor most of the time with plays unless you have a stretch 4 or a stretch 5, but most of the time your 5 men are going to be down. So we see the floor well. We're the back line of defense, so we have to communicate to everyone where they need to be, what pick coverage is going to come. And that's what I come to do. That's what I do naturally. I just communicate while I'm on the floor. I speak out, I talk loud, and I make sure everybody understands what's going on the floor when I'm out there.
Not everyone who's 6'9" can play center.
Mm-hmm.
It's a position that's traditionally the tallest position.
Mm-hmm.
How do you make up for not being 7 feet tall?
Communicating. If you get there early, if you beat people to spots, if you play the floor game well, you don't have to play at the rim.
Being a rookie, do you expect them to listen to you?
I expect them to because I'm the back line of defense. If I'm out there on the floor, if you don't listen to me, then things collapse. And part of basketball, everybody understands, is communicating to one another. Whether you're a rookie, if a baby can talk and he's out there on the floor, if he's communicating what's going on, you're going to have to listen because you can't see what's behind you if you're a guard.
You just got a game on the bench with this team for the first time. What did you learn from doing that?
You just got to see the flow of the game. It's one thing to practice and to see everybody in a relaxed atmosphere in the practice gym, but it's another thing to see a team, especially on the road, in a good game because their game was kind of close, to see how everybody functions, how everybody plays, what's the attitudes on the team when things get tough. That's the thing I picked up on yesterday.
There's a lot of interesting characters on this bench. What did you see? Who stood out on the bench against Denver?
I can't really say anybody stood out amongst everyone. It's a team effort. Everybody was communicating. Everybody was happy at what was going on when we did good things. Everybody was talking to each other when we did things wrong. So I can't really point out one person.
How was Byron's Scott's jump shot out there?
Man, he was knocking it down, especially yesterday at shoot-around. He was knocking it down. That first shot he took when we were just going through plays.
What about Mark Madsen? Interesting play against Mark Madsen. He seems to still have that ability to throw his weight around.
He definitely does. He's still strong, and that's a good thing, though. Playing with him, a guy that can still move around, still, like you said, throw his weight around is going to get me better.